Organised power.
That's right.
It's really that simple. I want to propose an idea. I'm sure similar things have been discussed before, but I want to put a very concrete and very simple idea on the table. We need our own police force. And the only people that are going to pay for that are the people in this room. Every time this meeting has happened here today, there's no reason why it can't happen once a month, why there shouldn't be the same amount of people that's in here every month for the next 2 years. Bring in more people every time you come, you bring £5, you bring £2, you bring whatever you can spare. That money goes in a bucket. We hire from among the audience people that all of us know, maybe 3, maybe 4 people. They become the panel that administers the money, that controls the money. We know who has the money. We hire from among our thousands and thousands of young brothers who are in the gym and in and out of the gym every week, looking hench, doing martial arts, etc. Right, sisters too, absolutely. Sisters too. In fact, there's 4 sisters in my Muay Thai class that beat me up every Sunday. So I know sisters too, right? We get brothers, we get sisters, we put them on the payroll. They have an actual working hours. They turn up at 8 a.m. in the morning, they work for the community. They sign in to work. They go and take grandma shopping. They're paid for by the community. They go and check out what the little knuckleheads on the corner are doing. They stop. It's not just random people, because sometimes you are in a rush. You might see a young brother getting searched, right? And you really want to stop, but you're on the way to X. If you're on the way to pick up your own child from school, you can't necessarily leave your child in school. But if we have 5, 6, 7 men, we just start here. Angeltown, Loughborough, Myatsfield. 7 men, they become our local community support police officers, and they're paid, and it's a proper job. We're employing our own people, we're providing industry. We drop flyers through all of the houses on all of the estates and let the community know, yo, this is Wagwan, this is who you call, this is the number. If anything I go on, this is your own police force. Simple, we can pay for it for ourselves. We can do that. Now, imagine if I'm a police officer, I'm a racist git of a police officer, right? And I'm in the hood every week. And every time I come in this neighborhood, I see 4 men, 6'5", wide shoulders, dress smart, talk well, know the law inside out, and them same 5 men talk to me every week and say, yo, man, how you doing here with them, you know? You understand? That kind of presence, what that does to me, I think, now, what am I gonna do when I get these youths when I know them 5 men and women are coming for me? Even in terms of the way we protest, we stand outside these people's stations, we make a whole bunch of noise, we look like an undisciplined rabble. Yeah. What happens if we go and we stand 200 deep and we're silent? Not a word, silent. Hour. That's your warning 1. We were silent, we've left. Warning 2, whatever it is. Warning 3, I'm on camera, I ain't gonna say too much, we never know who's in the building, right? What I'm saying is, talking done. We need to put our money where our mouth is, or shut up and just let them keep killing our children.
Now, hold on. Just before I come to you, Lee, I just wanted to say this. No, I'm going to come to you. But what I wanted to say is, this is a solution-orientated question. Brother gave a solution, and he made a recommendation. So you are here to be a part of what is being discussed this evening, right? So I want him to go back over the points, point by point, and I want you to tell me what you agree with and what you're willing to support. He said come back next month and bring 5 people with you and bring some money. And we put a group of... there's money already? Like we've already got £10. Now remember, we tried to book Park View Centre and Community Chestnut Centre, and we were paying. Now we paid £20,000 rent for this place. Our running costs are great. But the point is, did you pay to come in here? Can't hear you.
No.
Now, you didn't pay to come in here, but guess what? We need the money more than Park View and Chestnut Community Centre. Because they're sponsored and they are helped by local government and council. Yes? So on the way out, I definitely want you to leave that £3. But in regards to what or more, thank you, sir. or what based upon what brother just said, because I agree with we should come back and we should start planning and putting our young people to govern their own community. True? So I agree with that. Who else?
What about interim national?
Hold on, now, one thing at a time, dear brother. We're dealing with solution. That's the point. Hold on a minute, brother. You got to always defer to the chair. That's point number one. You have to defer to the chair. And I am the chair at this point. So, and the point I am on is, I don't want us to leave here today without some solutions that we can go away, draw up, and present to each and every one of you in your inbox by email or text within the next 7 days. Then you know this wasn't just talk.
That's right.
Because what we are saying today must be backed up by some kind of action.
Yeah.
Yes? Because the activity will refine the theory.
Yeah.
Yes? It will refine what we're saying. So I want us, before we conclude, we're going to stop at 9:45, and we're going to deal with what we want to discuss the next 4 weeks, or what we want to bring back in the next 4 weeks, if you don't mind. Brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
All right. So with that said, Brother Lee.
You know what? In order to do that, we've got to have financial discipline. And financial discipline only comes when you've got a clear political understanding and a perspective to which you're committed for. You know, we're committed to Weave. We're committed to cars. We're committed to Sky. We're committed to Rizla and Jack Daniels. We're committed to Ladbrokes. Take a walk along the road and look at how committed we are to Ladbrokes and William Hill. Now, in order to move a people who are so enveloped within a psychology of mental slavery, doesn't just come by an appeal. It comes by political education as to the reality of their situation. When I grew up, I went to Sunday school, but they were Pan-Africanist Sunday schools. That's what my Sunday school was. You know, we had old Africans who were talking about the liberation of Ghana and the liberation of Nigeria. And they were freedom fighters in their country, and teaching me as a young man that this is the introduction to the struggle that we had. And the 1945 Pan-Africanist Conference happened in Manchester. So in order to get people to give you their money and not be seduced by neoliberal consumerism to go and spend it and frivolously elsewhere, we have to have discipline. And that discipline will come about by having political education that reinforces the need that you should change your spending priorities. The hair and cream and weave industry, how much is that worth, Minister?
Billions.
How much is the total asset of every black man who's got a decent car?
Hang on a minute. He's put something really concrete on the table.
Yeah, I know, it is concrete. I'm not. Well, the chair is the chair. The chair is the chair.
Yeah. So what
the chair guides me.
Yeah. What we're gonna.
Okay. All
okay.
Right. So going forward, in order to ensure that you don't have £10 one week, £5 the next week, £2 a week after, and £1 thereafter, you have to have a means of reinforcing people's desire, will, motivation, and commitment to give you their money. Because we don't give each other our money that easily. Okay.
Absolutely. So one of the things that is very significant when we start speaking about money, it's just very important that the structure that we have in place is theft proofed. Yeah? Because we have been taught to distrust each other. And we didn't teach each other that. The enemy taught us to distrust each other. And because brother has put such a great motion on the table, I'm going to ask him to lay out the points, because it came from his heart. God gave it to him. So I want him to lay it out, and for us to have practical steps that we're going to take, those of us who are committed to a progressive step forward. Sister?
Yeah, just a caveat, just because we're sitting in a room full of big people here.
Yes.
We all know our history. We all know where we failed. We know
Yes.
where we went wrong. And I think all of us are aware of that. I want to hear more about what the brother's saying about going forward and action and doing something.
I concur with you.
Revisiting the
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. You are absolutely right. Brothers, I'm going to ask you, though, to limit your points to no more than 2 minutes, okay? Because time is the enemy. Brother, then brother, then brother, real quick.
Just to.
Yeah. We need the mic.